Today feels like it's gonna be a great day. What are we gonna do? We could go flying drones. We could install a new car part. Anything is possible. My friends, we are getting into the rainy season here in Florida, which means there's gonna be more days like today where we're kind of stuck inside waiting for the sky to turn off the water. So I thought it'd be fun to break out a toy that I haven't played with in a long time. This is a Kyosho Mini Z. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but the Mini Z is a 1/28 scale RC car, and it is so much fun. There's so much packed into it. It's actually all-wheel drive. It's got really precise steering, and with the slick plastic wheels, it's got enough power to do some pretty sweet drifts. So, this thing is pretty beat up. I've had it for years, and as you can see, the body has a ton of scrapes on it. We've lost one of the side view mirrors, and worst of all, the chassis itself has a pretty serious crack on the bottom. So it still runs most of the time, but sometimes after a particularly bad bump, it loses contact with the battery and dies, and you gotta kind of just like flex it back together. There, we got life again. So it's a lot of fun, and I thought it would be cool to rebuild this thing, make it all fresh and new again. So we've got a new chassis that we are gonna transfer all the guts and internals onto. Since we're basically rebuilding the whole thing, I see no sense in reusing an old brushed motor, so we got a fresh motor. And since we're revamping it, I want it to look good. We've got a brand new body. Really psyched about this body, because if you know anything about my actual car, it kind of has to do with that. Anyway, we're gonna jazz it up as well with some LEDs, give it some lights for a little more scale look, and this thing is gonna be better than ever. So let's tear into this thing. We got it back together. This thing is like a Swiss watch. The pieces are so small and so precise. It was a little bit of a struggle, especially the steering assembly. I tried to just, take it apart, put it back together the same way, but you get one linkage turned the wrong way, and it's really hard to figure out how it goes back together. But we got it, and there was only one leftover screw. Don't know where that was supposed to go. But we got the old body here, the old chassis, and you can now see with the rest of the sub chassis pieces off just how bad that crack was. This thing is barely held together. It's the old motor. The new motor is installed. It should be a little bit of an upgrade. And over here we've got the new body. We got it off the roller chassis it came on, and it's time to put this on that. But before we do, we're gonna hook the body up with some LEDs. So we've got some red for the brake and some clear white LEDs for the headlights, and we've got this little connector apparently this is actually set up to drive LEDs. This can plug right into the main electronic board, and we can have functional brake lights, and I think we can set the headlights to flash or something. I just found a YouTube video that broke it down, and it seems pretty straightforward. So let's get this thing lit up. We have finished the rebuild. It is looking really good. I love the new body we got. We've got the LEDs installed. I can't wait to see it all lit up. There's nothing left to do but get to sliding. I think this was the most ridiculous montage I've ever made, but that was really fun. I think half the point of making this video is just an excuse to try a bunch of different little camera tricks and things like that. I love these little cars. If I can, I will leave a link in the description, but it's kind of like a niche thing, so I don't really know where you can find them. Sometimes they're on Amazon, other times you gotta get them off eBay. But if you want one, they are called Mini Zs. They are kind of expensive. It's like $200 for this 1/28 scale. When I first got this, I thought it was kind of ridiculous to spend so much on such a small RC car, but it is super capable. And I have more fun playing with this than really any other RC car because I can just mess around in my house wherever I've got smooth floor. So like my 1/10 scale cars, they're too big for in the house, so I rarely use them because I'd have to go out, and if I'm gonna go out and go to a location, I'm gonna go flying because, sorry, I like flying drones more, but when you're stuck inside on a rainy day, being able to slide something like this around your living room or your studio or whatever, it's fun. So if you're thinking about getting into RC cars, I would recommend getting something small enough that you can have fun with indoors, and get the bigger stuff if you end up really getting into it and want to go crazy with that stuff, because that stuff can be fun, but personally, I probably like drones more. But that's gonna do it for this one. Always fun to try new things for the videos. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you as always for hanging out. I'll see you guys next time. Don't let the rain get you down, and persevere.